Monica touched on old movies. And has everyone here a fan of the great Rocky movies? Well, Marvin Weiss, ladies and gentlemen. Marvin, thank you so much for coming. We love Marvin.
Ready?
Everyone love the Rocky movies? Yeah. Well, we kind of believe that Rocky is a little too old to keep fighting, but he came back as a trainer. And he trained the man that he had those epic confrontations, his son, Creed, to tell us about the movie. It's out. It's playing in Long Beach, I believe.
Long Beach Cinema for us,
Long Beach Cinema. To do our, he's like a son to me.
Thanks, Howie.
I told him that for this segment, he's not going to be called Rocco Pasafumi. We're changing his name for this segment. For this segment, he's Rocky Pasafumi. So, Rocky Pasafumi, tell us all about Creed.
Thank you very much, Howie. Rocky is, that's how my family calls me because my father's name is Rocco. Anyways, the movie is called Creed. It is directed by Ryan Coogler, and it stars Michael B. Jordan and Sylvester Stallone. It takes place, the story is about the illegitimate son of Apollo Creed, none other than Adonis Creed, played by Jordan. He's been bounced around from home to home after he becomes raised by Creed's wife. And what happens is that he has a desire to fight, just like his illegitimate father. And basically, he travels to Philadelphia to meet his father's rival, none other than Rocky Balboa himself, played by Stallone. And the thing about, what I loved about this movie, about Creed, is that, unlike so many of the Rocky sequels, you feel like this one really stands on its own. This one, the incredible thing about this movie is that I think this is probably, if you took Rocky away, this is probably the best boxing movie I've seen in how many years, I can't even say. There was a boxing movie that was out earlier this year, Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal. Good movie. It was pretty good. But I have to say, this was better. I mean, I feel like it's not like a movie that really rides on the coattails of Rocky, thankfully. I think what's great about this movie is that the symbiosis between how important Rocky is to the story and how the story is on its own are equal. And I love that because I feel like, you have a story about a young man who had no father, only knows him through his fame as a boxer, and then basically searches out his rival, and then the rival basically becomes like his father, basically. And that's just like the amazing, touching thing about this movie, is you really feel like there's like a father-son relationship between Adonis and Rocky. And Sylvester Stallone does a fantastic job with this. He still has that wonderful, affecting performance that he gives to Rocky. He knows this character inside and out. He wrote all the Rocky movies. And even this one, which he did not get credit for writing, but you really feel like he's really much a part of the story, and you don't feel like it's just being, tacked on or anything like that. This is just brilliant, the fact that they managed to make, Rocky continue in this fashion. Because like I said, this is a movie that stands on its own. And rightfully so. I think this is a movie that, you get past the fact that, the main character is African American. I think anybody can enjoy this movie. I think that's very important. The fact that, it transcends, race, background, what have you. You know what I mean? Like, it's about the story about a young man who tries to find himself through boxing and tries to, learn about his family legacy through Rocky and get a better appreciation of, the fact that he is indeed the son of Apollo Creed. So this is a great movie. I highly recommend it. I think people will enjoy it, especially people who love the Rocky movies. Come on. Rocky is one of the best boxing movies ever, and I think in all due time, this will definitely be as nearly as good as Rocky was. I really believe it, and I don't say that lightly. So I definitely give Creed 4 out of 5 stars. So thank you very much.
Great job, Rocco. Who here would like to